All right, I'd like to welcome everybody to the Devin Smith PS4 Sports League Network live on YouTube, PS4 live stream, Joe Price Facebook. Today we are doing the ALCS 2018 two-game doubleheader, Houston Astros at Cleveland Indians. The last two teams left standing in the American League will be Houston Astros, Cleveland Indians. The winner of this two powerful teams in the American League will take on the National League division champ Philadelphia Phillies in the World Series Season 2. And we just had the game live of the Phillies. That was the best 4 out of 7. Philadelphia Phillies and coach Big Kurt Lord Green swept the mighty Cubs in the National League East. And now they sit celebrating in Philadelphia, standing, watching this pivotal, anticipated game between the Houston Astros and the Cleveland Indians to see which matchup will be with the Philadelphia Phillies in this season World Series 2 of MLB Baseball, Season 2, 2018. So we're going to get, there's two games coming up between these two powerful teams. As you can see, Houston Astros ranked number 1, and the Cleveland Indians are also ranked number 1. All right, so this is a power mighty game coming up. This is real huge. All right, we got two games coming up of Houston Astros and Cleveland. Game 1, by the way, of Houston will be at Cleveland. Game 2 will be at Cleveland. Game 3 at Houston. Game 4 at Houston. Game 5 at Houston if necessary. And Game 6 will be at Cleveland and Game 7 at Cleveland. So this should be an excellent series. This is just to give you a map of all of the places that the Astros and Indians will be playing at. Okay, just to give you an idea. Okay. Let's get this game 1 underway. If anybody want to join any leagues where you can win money in my seasons, friend me on my PSN at Joe Price 834. Friend me on Facebook under the name Joe Price, or friend me on my YouTube page, Devin Smith. Hit the subscribe button, then hit the bell so you can be notified when I drop new fire content. Also, you can check out my regular Facebook page, Joe Price, or you can check out my classic championship playoff Facebook, known as Joe Price Hall of Fame. Friend me on that Facebook to see that content. The Facebook is Joe Price Hall of Fame, where you can see exclusive championship Facebook page that has playoff championship content from the past and the current. Now let's see this game to figure out the fate of the Astros and the Cleveland Indians. The American League Championship, MLB Baseball, Season 2, 2018 underway. Game 1, Houston Astros at Cleveland Indians. This is a best 4 out of 7 series. This is the first one to start it off. Houston Astros Indians underway, Game 1. American League Championship Series underway.
The postseason atmosphere is electric as we welcome you to Game 1 of the League Championship Series on MLB Network. It's Game 1 of the American League Championship Series between the American League's Houston Astros and the Cleveland Indians. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, we'll start with you. This series has the feel of one that's about to get very interesting.
Looking at these two squads, it's clear both of them have several guys that can hurt you with a bat. It's not just the middle of the order guys that you have to look out for as a pitcher. So the team that gets the timely hitting and quality at bats is probably going to prevail.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your defending American League Central champion, Cleveland Indians.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for him with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not.
Corey Kluber gets the ball for Game 1 of the League Championship Series here at home. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Man, this guy was really rock solid in his last one. 8 solid innings in his last start to pick up the win. We'll see if he can keep it going and make it 2 really good starts in a row.
Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians defensive setup today. And manning second base, none other than Jason Kipnis. This guy likes to get dirty. He's also known as one of the best hitting second basemen in the game. Really solid on the defensive side as well.
Leading off for Houston, center fielder, George Springer.
Here's the first pitch to him. And we are underway now from Cleveland as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball 1. Lifetime against Corey Kluber. He's gone 2 for 8. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. The 1-0. Gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike. Not a bad night to bring the parka along. 54 degrees at game time. The 1-1. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Liner toward right center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. And now this ball's going to wind up out of play, and that'll compound matters even further.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put Goodwood on.
Into the box, Alex Bregman. First pitch coming. Here it is. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
The windup and the 0-1. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
I know the umpire balled that one right there, but it was close enough. He's going to try and establish that pitch in. As an offensive player, you've got to build that rapport with the umpire. He can't give him anything off the inside half of the plate.
2-1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Zero, you hit a nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not to say complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
That's the game plan right there. Elevate the sinker from the offensive standpoint. That's what they talked about in the hitters meeting. And on the flip side, if the pitcher doesn't get that pitch down, there's going to be a call to the pen shortly.
Here comes the first pitch. This is foul right side. Altuve, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there, base hit. And he is in there.
Wow, you rarely see this guy give up more than a hit an inning, and he's already given up 3 here. It's too early to be concerned, but you do have to keep an eye on him moving forward. He's a pro, though, so he's capable of turning things around in a hurry.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, and he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line, and nearly a 3-run shot. Instead it's a foul ball, and they're runners at the corners now. Popped him up. Naquin's on his horse. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Heading after it is Naquin. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. Notch one in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Stepping in, Marwin Gonzalez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Two-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
The 2-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Naquin's under it, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Astros lead this one 2-0. And with that, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the Indians. Zero, what you got on this lineup tonight?
Well, Matt, this lineup finds themselves down 2 runs. Nothing crazy. Everyone relax. Stay within the game plan. Find a way to execute and get 1 run on the board and get back in this.
Charlie Morton will do the pitching on the road here in Game 1 of the LCS. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, Charlie Morton is an interesting guy. Kind of turned his career around a few years ago when he decided to change his arm angle to that of Roy Halladay, the former Blue Jays and Phillies pitcher. Overpowering fastball at times would sink 92 to 95 miles an hour, sweeping slider and the changeup. The key is he needs that sinker, that 2-seamer, to throw it early on in the strike zone.
Time for a look at the Houston Astros on D. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Indian shortstop behind 1 and 2 in the count. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. First pitch on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Kipnis, or Kip for short. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line to the right side. Reddick is right there as he takes it for the 2nd out. And with 2 away, let's check out our playoff bracket as we give you a look at how these two teams advanced out of the divisional round to meet here for the league championship. In now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one right down Main Street.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. They trail things here 2-0. Here's the catcher, Brian Mccann. Lifetime against Corey Kluber. He's a .333 hitter. He's taken him deep once.
One of the keys to securing a win. They want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Anticipated. Here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting in, the designated hitter, Evan.
Next will be the designated hitter, Evan Gaddis. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. And it's fouled away. Gaddis, who's sometimes called Bull for apparent reasons. He was selected in the 23rd round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Count now, a ball and a strike. One out, nobody on. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Nope,
and it misses. 3-1 now. Due next is Josh Reddick as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. The 3-1. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8th, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. Fouled away. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Missed with a breaking ball.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
He's running into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2. Hard sinker misses. 2-2. The 2-2. This is pulled into right, but this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
Now batting, center fielder, George Springer.
Here's George Springer. He doubled to kick off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run.
In his first at bat, he hit that breaking ball for a base hit. It'll be interesting to see if he's sitting off speed again here in this AB.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
The 1-0. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Gaddis is off at first with 2 away. Hard on the ground towards short. Fielded cleanly. On to Kipnis at second, and the inning is over. 1 left for Houston, but they're on top 2-0. Leading off the inning, Edwin Encarnacion, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here comes the first pitch. Here's a two-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
2-1 after the foul ball there. The 2-1 is a ball down and away. Michael Brantley will be next. And he fouls this one off. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gonzalez ranging back on the warning track. He makes the catch. Digging in now, Michael Brantley.
Michael Brantley.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
Hard hit ball to second. Altuve has it. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting 6th, first baseman, Yonder Alonso.
First offering on its way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. In prior outings against Charlie Morton, it's a big enough sample size, but he's just 1 for 14. That's wide, 2-0. Down the first baseline, but this will get fouled. 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. 2-2. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Indians go down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. And that'll bring up the former first rounder Alex Bregman. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch on its way. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Morton, 2-0.
Well, he's not proving that he can command his breaking ball in the zone right now. And until he does, there's no reason to bite on it.
The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now. Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. Under it now is Brantley, and he has it for the first out.
The second baseman, number 27,
One out now in the Houston third, and striding in the speedy second baseman Jose Altuve. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Dribbled up the line, but it gets fouled. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And there's ball 1. Chased a sinker outside the strike zone. 1-2.
1-2.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Here's Carlos Correa now. As he will line this one into right center, and this is going to get down and should be extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Yeah, some guys have the ability to rise the occasion while some guys shrink away when it matters the most. Well, this guy is a gamer. He's been on fire since the postseason started, and after that hit, it looks like he doesn't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. The 1-0. Popped him up. Lindor calls for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. First delivery to him on the way. Lays off 1-0.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
The 1-0. Misses down below the knee. Two-0 count. The pitch. 3-0 now.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Stepping into the box, Francisco Mejia. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. First pitch on its way. In there, now the throw. Bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
Well, he showed a lot of patience to work out that walk, but it got erased pretty quickly. Always hate to give outs away on the base pass, especially when you've gotten on base for free.
The windup and the 0-1. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? And there's the first hit of the game for Cleveland. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
Good piece of hitting there, but you can't help wonder what might have been if the previous play didn't unfold like the way it did. If he doesn't get tagged out, he probably scores on that one pretty easily. Instead, it's just a one-out double.
Here's Rajai Davis now, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. In the dirt here. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. The 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
Mejia stands at third with one gone in the inning. Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Francisco Lindor waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he takes ball four. So a good job out of the nine-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
And that's two free passes in the third inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. He was called out on strikes to open the home first. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base paths, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. Runner back safely. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And that one stayed up a little high.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Runner back standing. Runners are at first and third, one away. Two and one now to the Tribe's leadoff man.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got two guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike.
With two strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have two strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. Throw to the plate, and the recovery will be in time to get him at the plate. And that's going to hurt because now there are two away. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball four.
The second baseman, number 22.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. In there, 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
1-1. Is taken down and in for a ball. Now the 2-1 is a fastball that misses.
2 on, 2 out with a base open here. As a pitcher, you have to be awful careful. You just don't want to groove something here. Give this guy a pitch that he can hit one out of the park on.
The 3-1 pitch is in there for a full count now. 3-2. Hit in the air down the right field line, and foul. The next 3-2. Count remains full. Payoff pitch one more time. Popped up. Bregman moving to his left. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Indians strand a couple. They trail it here 2-0. So striding in, Marwin Gonzalez. He'll start things out here against Corey Kluber.
Marwin Gonzalez.
Here comes the first pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, what they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
Here's the catcher, Brian Mccann. As he'll take a first pitch curveball right down the middle for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit weakly back to the mound. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, designated hitter, Edwin
At the plate now is the designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Kluber gets the sign. First pitch on its way. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. 2 runs, 5 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Up top, it's 2-0. There's a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Curveball locks him up. Strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. Astros go down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. At the plate, Jose Ramirez. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And a ball, 1-0. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Number 10, designated hitter,
Edwin Encarnacion now. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. That tails back over. Strike 1. No runs, just 1 hit, and 1 error in the ballgame for Cleveland so far. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, man, he just tied him up in knots right there.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Here's Michael Brantley. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0 home. Lifted the other way to left center. Gonzalez has a play. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Tribe. They trail things here 2-0. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one. Way out in front. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-2 one more time. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you could do with that. Textbook sinker.
Here's George Springer. And he is frozen on a good curveball that started at his hip at strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The windup and the 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
I know he got a swinging miss right there, but that was a hittable location to a really good hitter. I don't know if he gets those back if he continues to miss in those spots.
The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Stepping up now, Alex Bregman. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
He's certainly done an amazing job right here, grinding to get early 2 outs with the number 2 hitter and the middle of the order lurking. He would love to see 3, 4, 5 with no one on base next inning.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Mejia finds it, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros, but they hold a 2-0 lead.
Leading off for the Tribe, third baseman, Yonder Alonso.
Here comes the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
0-1's the count.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away. A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the 5th, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just 1 hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Striding in once again, Tyler Naquin reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Here's the first pitch to him. And a neck-high fastball that time. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
Hey, that's another nice two-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
What's going on, Charles Nachos?
That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. He's got himself a 1-out single.
Welcome to the American.
Not every ball's going to be hit on the screws right there. That one falls in front of the right fielder for a single. Found some green grass.
Houston Astros at Cleveland. The Astros are
at the plate, Francisco Mejia. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
They are in the Houston Astros. I think we're in the
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Throw over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Naquin leads off first with 1 away. Now a curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1. A 1-2 count to the Indians catcher.
1-2.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Now batting, center fielder, Rajai.
Standing in, Rajai Davis. He's set, and the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Two out with the man at first. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
As long as you actually get it inside, that two-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
To 2-2 now.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding the zone.
The 2-2 fouled off. A runner on first with 2 away. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Tribe. They're down 2-0. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike one.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
Back up the middle. Lindor has it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Now batting, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Digging in and looking for more, Carlos Correa. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And a breaking ball stays outside.
We've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
The 1-1 home. Just catches the inside corner for strike 2.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
1 out, nobody on. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Now the Cuban import, Yuli Gurriel. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He hit a sac fly earlier. Now the pitch. A shot down the first baseline. This will get foul for strike 2. Kluber's ready. Here it is on 0-2. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3, but they're on top 2-0. So here's Francisco Lindor now. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First pitch on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Good bite to that thing, and it's 1-1. And there's ball two now. Line drive, fair ball down the line. He's around first, heading for two. And the Tribe will get a man to second base on the leadoff double.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in place, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their third hit of the game, but it's a good one.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. 0 for 2 with a line out and a pop out. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. The 0-1 pitch. There's a breaking ball over the outer half.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one.
Up next for Cleveland.
In now, Jose Ramirez. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016, just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley, and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
2-0 now.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
The 2-0 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
The 2-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Not much behind this as this ball is looped over toward first. And this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 10.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Edwin Encarnacion. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Lindor at second with 2 down. Shoots this one over to first. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Michael Brantley would be next. The next 3-2. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Left fielder number 23, Michael.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Brantley. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Lifted down the line in left. Gonzalez has it in his sights, and that retires the side. Indians strand a couple. They trail it here 2-0. Back here in Cleveland, 7th inning coming up now in game 1 as we take a look here at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a breaking ball runs in on him as he's got to get his hands out of the way on that pitch. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. Breaks is bad as this one's popped up. Ramirez is there for it. He's got it 1 away. Here's the catcher, Brian Mccann. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Here comes the first pitch. Breaking ball as this runs in on him, and he has to step out of the way that time. Bases are empty, 1 man out. To 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Standing in, Evan Gattis, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Kluber gets the sign and delivers. And that one just missed outside. Looks at a sinker on the outside corner.
Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
And here's one that misses to the Houston catcher. It's 2-1 now. A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher. Two out, nobody on. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Chasing after it is Davis, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They're up 2-0. Digging in, Yonder Alonso. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. Last time through was a base hit. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
The windup and the 0-1. Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Still no balls and 2 strikes. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco.
Now to the plate, Francisco Mejia. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Hey, sometimes you have to look at it like it's not how or how many. Pitching very well into this one into the late innings, and his first pitch strike percentage less than 50%. He'd like it to be a lot higher than that. He's making it very difficult on himself, but he's still getting outs.
Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2.
Talk about challenging a guy. He offered up 2 in a row right down the chute, and the batter didn't even flinch. Gotta wonder what he was looking for.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Popped him up. Mccann over to his right, and the inning is over. Indians go down 1-2-3. They trail things here 2-0. Nick Goody's been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 44, Nick Goody.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick.
Leading off for Houston, right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. The 1-0. Bouncer up the middle. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Here's George Springer. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
Reddick gets his lead at first, nobody out. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. Kipnis on to Alonso. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Astros are down quietly as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Chris Davinsky is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 47, Chris Davinsky.
Here's Rajai Davis now. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
1 ball, no strikes to count. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
Wow, that's what a veteran hitter will do, right? Takes 2 really good pitches, both just missing the strike zone, and puts himself into a good 2-0 hitter's count.
Swing and a miss on what should have been ball 3. Instead, the count goes to 2-1.
Hey, boys, although I'd love to get all over this offense for underachieving, let's tip our cap to this pitching staff right here. They've been able to execute, working all 4 quadrants and keeping this team totally off balance.
And that pitch catches the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. And there are the final numbers for the Astros starting pitcher. And he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance.
Lindor.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul. And a fastball just a bit up. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. A swing and a ground ball to third. And there's out number 2.
The second baseman, number 22, Jason Kipnis.
Settling in now, Jason Kipnis, head-to-head against Chris Davinsky. He's 1 for 4. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. Hit hard up the middle. And Kipnis is going to reach on a base hit. So now with 2 away, the middle of the order gets to bat with opportunities on base.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose
So digging in now, Jose Ramirez. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
First pitch on its way. And this will be fouled away. Kipnis, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Indians leave 1. They're down 2-0. And welcome back to our MLB Network broadcast from Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Zach McAllister enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Coming to the plate now, Jose Altuve. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Jose Altuve.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. The 0-1 delivery. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. To short, hit hard. To his right, Lindor. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. And there are the final numbers for the Indians starter, and he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance. Here's Carlos Correa now. In prior meetings with Zach McAllister, he's a .333 hitter. First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball in for a strike. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing at a bat at that pitch.
The 1-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Brantley is under it. 2 gone. Into the box now. Yuli Gurriel. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. Now here it comes. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. To 2-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw to first ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3, but they're on top 2-0. Ken Giles enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Number 53, Ken Giles.
Edwin Encarnacion now. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Springer has a read on it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Michael Brantley. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. High pop up. Gurriel is there. 2 down.
First baseman, number 17.
Here's Yonder Alonso, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Now the pitch. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Now the 0-1. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. Now the 1-1 pitch. There's a slider that can't catch the outside.
Those are just 2 great takes right there. Those are pretty good pitches. Sliders down the way, both of them. Just off the plate. Couldn't get the batter to pitch.
Now the 2-1. Slapped hard the opposite way. But this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. Houston take the 1-0 lead here in the League Championship Series. Charlie Morton earns the victory on the mound. Corey Kluber is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Astros, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For Cleveland, no runs, 4 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. The winning pitcher is Charlie Morton. Credit to save to Ken John. The loss goes to Corey Kluber. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 29 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Progressive Field, 43,345. The Indians thank you for your continued support and remind you, please drive home safely. Thank you and good night.
MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's the second game of this ALCS between the American League's Houston Astros and the Cleveland Indians. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Well, in a 7-game series, winning Game 1 on the road is great, but it doesn't mean all that much if you can't back it up and win Game 2. A win here really puts them in a commanding position, but if they split these first 2 games, it basically becomes a best of a 5-game series starting all over again from scratch.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your defending American League Central champion, Cleveland Indians.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, fellas, there's nobody that I'm more excited to watch play than Carlos Correa. He's certainly a guy to watch out there in this lineup. Everything he does makes them click. When he's swinging the bat, well, they just go.
Carlos Carrasco is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, Carlos Carrasco, power arm, big-time slider, great velocity, 94 to 96 miles an hour, but the powerhouse slider is his signature pitch. Has a changeup, but if he has that good slider, he could be really, really tough to hit.
Time for a look at the Cleveland Indians defensive setup today. And manning second base, none other than Jason Kipnis. This guy likes to get dirty. He's also known as one of the best hitting second basemen in the game. Really solid on the defensive side as well.
Leading off for the Astros, center fielder, George Springer.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And we are underway now from Cleveland as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball one. The 1-0. He's taken strike one. 53 degrees here at game time as it's cooled off considerably since batting practice this afternoon. Tough slider down low for a strike. The 1-2. Popped him up. There to take it is Alonso, one away.
In the second spot tonight, third baseman number 2.
Striding in for Houston, Alex Bregman. Previous battles with Carlos Carrasco, he's 1 for 4. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
Ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. Carrasco has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
Ripped on the ground to first. Alonso is there, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
From the stretch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
That's a strike.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing at a bat at that pitch.
Carrasco pauses. 1-2 on its way.
No, that's a ball.
A fastball that just misses inside.
As a veteran pitcher, he knows if he's going to have success in this one, he's got to establish that pitch in to get those guys to respect it and open up that outer half of the plate.
Hit out towards second. Taken in by Kipnis. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. So not much happening here in the top half of the first. Now the Tribe will get their shot. Still scoreless. Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Time for a look at the Astros on D. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
First offering on its way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Fouled away. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. The 1-2. Fouled off.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Francisco Lindor.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Here now the 2-2. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. Here's another 2-2. Again, he sends it out of play. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. His line against Justin Verlander. He has 7 hits in 57 at-bats. He's gone down on strikes 16 times as well. First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Altuve fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, and Verlander's got it going here. 2 away. And with 2 away, let's check in with our up-to-the-minute playoff bracket. And you can see our series at 1-0 as things are starting to heat up here as we get later into October. Striding in for the Indians, Jose Ramirez. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Here's the first pitch to him. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. The 1-0. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
This offense has been warned. If they didn't know already, now they do know. He's got his A-game fastball with him today.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Fouled away. Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Fly ball right down the line in left. Gonzalez shading to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. Still no score.
Leading off for Houston, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
First pitch on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Correa, sometimes called Show-Rea. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
1-1 the count now. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Correa in front, 3 balls and a strike.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Batting fifth, first baseman number 10, Julian.
Striding into the box, Yuli Gurriel, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Gurriel is a player referred to as clutch by teammates, coaches, and of course the media. He seems to find himself in pressure situations often, and it's hard to find many instances where those moments have gotten the best of him. It just appears he really relishes the big spot, and that's through for a hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is, they're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Naquin's under it. Makes the play, 1 away. Coming to the plate now, Brian Mccann, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1. A 1 pitch on its way. And that one stayed too low apparently. No score here as we play inning number 2. Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2 is a low changeup that's laid off.
That's a good but risky take there. On 0-2, some umpires have no problem ringing you up on a pitch that close.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Batting 8, the designated hitter,
Evan Gattis now standing in. Previous battles with Carlos Carrasco. He's just 2 for 9. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Carrasco pauses. Here it comes on 1-0. Grounded up the first baseline. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for the Astros. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Next for the Indians is the designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion. He'll be the one to greet Justin Verlander to start the inning. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
Down low, and the clock thickens here. 3-0. The 3-0 pitch. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
So stepping in, Michael Brantley. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way from Verlander. And there's a fastball from Verlander to jump ahead 0-1. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Shatters the bat as this is hit to third. Backhanded. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
And you know, guys, if this bat doesn't break, it's probably a double play ball, but that just wasn't happening here. Good job to make sure of one, though.
Here's Yonder Alonso. And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball 1. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now 2-0. His line against Justin Verlander, just a 1 for 9. Bottom of the second here with no score. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
3 ball, no strike.
The 3-0 pitch is looked at for the first strike. Down the first baseline. Gurriel brings it in. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that one just missed outside. Encarnacion at third with 2 away. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
Now the 2-1 is looked at for ball 3. Francisco Mejia would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We'll go now to the top of the third, and we are tied 0-0. Stepping in is Josh Reddick, and he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Josh Reddick.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
No.
Missed with a slider. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. A ball and 2 strikes now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a fastball just a bit up. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate. And the count holds at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Here's George Springer. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Chopped weakly to the left. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Third baseman number 2, Alex Bregman.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him on the way. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1.
He's certainly done an amazing job right here, grinding to get early 2 outs with the number 2 hitter and the middle of the order lurking. He would love to see 3, 4, 5 with no one on base next inning.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Behind 0-2 now.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Here it comes. 0-2. Popped up. Ramirez over to his left, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Now at the plate, Francisco Mejia as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Francisco Mejia.
Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Playing 11.
Hit hard back up the middle. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So a productive start to the inning for the Tribe as their leadoff hitter is aboard.
Batting ninth, center fielder, Rajai Davis.
Here's Rajai Davis now. His line against Justin Verlander. He's gone just 2 for 13. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Behind 0-2 now. Swinging a soft liner, and that's by him into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. Gonzalez moves over a few steps to his right as he's got it for the first out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jason Kipnis. 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Way in front of that fastball. Mejia at second. Davis at first. One gone. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this.
Big strikeout for the second out there, but he's not out of it yet. We'll see if he can feed off that K, wiggle out of the jam, and keep this game tied.
So striding forward now, Jose Ramirez. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. And he takes ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Hit on the ground out to short. Over to Altuve for the force, and that'll be that. Indians strand a couple. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Next up for the Astros, Jose Altuve.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. And a fastball just a bit high. The 2-0 on the way. Too high, and it's 3-0.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in his zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
And he goes after the 3-0 slider, but missed it. 3-1.
He's probably frustrated with himself now after swinging at what should have been ball 4. Time for a deep breath.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, in a scoreless game, you want to do anything you can to jumpstart your offense. With the speed of this guy on first, don't be surprised if he gets the green light here.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa. He drew a base on balls his first time up. First delivery to him on the way. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Popped him up. Mejia moving to his left. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
First baseman number 10, Julian.
Stepping into the box, Yuli Gurriel. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Some managers treat the postseason as a time to be aggressive, and that's exactly the case here. They had the speed burner on the move, and it worked out nicely for him. Just got to drive him in now.
Now the 1-0. Sent on the ground out to second. Kipnis has it, and that's the second out.
The left fielder, number 9.
So coming to the plate, Marwin Gonzalez. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. Carrasco pauses. Here's the first pitch. There's a changeup over the outside corner.
That changeup came in at 89 miles an hour. You know a guy throws hard when his off speed is in the high 80s.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. No score at this point, but a 2-out hit could get a runner in from third. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Astros leave one. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Striding forward now is the DH, Edwin Encarnacion, set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Encarnacion.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Here's Michael Brantley. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Very high, 2-1. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And that one finds the target on the outside corner. 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Doesn't offer at the circle change there, and it goes full 3-2. There you see Yonder Alonso. He waits next. Now the 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. There's ball 4.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Here's Yonder Alonso. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Brantley, base runner at first with 1 out. One and one. There goes Brantley. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt, Matty. The ball isn't carrying well tonight, and we haven't seen any home runs, so sometimes you have to try for something else. Now, with seeing I single could be all it takes to push a run across.
No runs, 3 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. The fastball down near the shoe tops. The 2-2 one more time. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gonzalez is there, and he makes the catch for the second out. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin. He's set. Here it comes. And that one right down Main Street. No runs, 3 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Fastball called for strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1-2 the count.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Gonzalez has it in his tracks, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for the Tribe. Through 4, still tied, 0-0.
Leading off for Houston, catcher, Mccann.
First pitch of the at-bat, and it's fouled away. The 0-1 on its way, and the slider stayed low apparently for a ball.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And that misses, so they fall behind Mccann here, 3-1.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
The 3-1. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Here comes the payoff pitch. Fouled away. Once again a 3-2, and he fouls this one off. good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Now at the plate, Evan Gaddis. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Gaddis, or El Oso Blanco as he's referred to in Latin American countries. He was selected in the 23rd round back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Nobody out, runner on first. Popped him up. Alonso in foul ground, and he drops it. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Line toward the alley in left center, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
That's inside. 2-0.
No strike.
The 2-0. On the ground for Kipnis. This could be 2. He's got it to second for 1, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Now batting, the center fielder, George.
Here's George Springer. He's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gun. He's set, and the pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
1 strike.
A 1 pitch on its way. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. Davis has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. From the belt, the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. 0-1 the count. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And Alonso will put this one away, and that ends the inning. Astros forced to settle for only the 1 run. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Astros lead it 1-0. Stepping up to the plate, Francisco Mejia. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch on its way from Verlander. And that misses for ball 1. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2. Hit back up the middle. Correa is there. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Now batting, center fielder, Rajai Davis.
1 man out now in the Cleveland 5th. And stepping in is the center fielder, Rajai Davis. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Verlander starting to run up his pitch count. He's at 75 thus far. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
The 2-2. Freezes him on the inside, strike 3.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Nothing doing against Verlander that time around. Still working on a 1-0 lead. Here's Carlos Correa now. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the break, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Comes set, and the 0-1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Don't just assume as a hitter right here he won't triple up. He's got you down 0-2, and he might really want to get inside your head if he throws the same pitch again.
And the pitch. Low and away with that one. It's 1-2.
Classic strikeout pitch right there on 0-2. It's the one we know he loves going to, but great recognition to lay off in that spot.
The 1-2. Fouled off. The 1-2. And another foul ball. The 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Mccann. Makes the play, one away. Now batting, Yuli Gurriel. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch of the at-bat.
This one is fouled away up to the concourse area.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now as he'll lay off a slider too low, ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here it comes, 1-0. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
1-1.
Carrasco pauses. Here's the 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
And when a guy starts leaving the curveball up, that's a sign he's beginning to tire a little bit out there. He's got to be able to get on top of that pitch or he's going to start getting hurt.
Here he comes again, 1-2. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. They lead it 1-0. And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike one.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
The 0-1. And a breaking ball stays outside.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Well, there's only a one-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
Digging in once again, Jose Ramirez. From the stretch. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job. Now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
Here comes the 0-1. Curveball that time, not even close.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
1-1. Kipnis runs. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Reddick has a read on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And the throw in gets away from him. Edwin Encarnacion now. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Edwin Encarnacion.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
You see there, the pitch count is up to 88. And at this point in the game, that's a good place to be. So I think we'll see him stay out there for at least a little while longer.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. Long throw to third. Throw won't get him.
This is their time right here. This starting pitcher has been on point all day. Runs have been at a premium. They have an opportunity to do something special right here.
Here's Michael Brantley. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the 1-0. It's a fastball that misses.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. Three and 0 now.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
Line towards center field. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And to score from third, the tying run.
Well, D-Roll, that question was answered. The green light on the 3-0 count, and he drives the run in from third.
Yeah, if you watched him step out of the box right there, he didn't even want to look down at the third base coach for fear that it might be put on. Green light special, Ribby not.
Into the box now, Yonder Alonso. Drilled down the line. Altuve for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on MLB Network. Back here in Cleveland, it's on to the 7th now in Game 2. But before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. Nick Goody is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 44, Nick Goody.
Here's the catcher, Brian Mccann. Will start the 7th in what's been a fast-moving pitcher's duel to date. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball.
Missed with a slider. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And they have taken the lead. A solo home run for Brian Mccann. His first homer here in the series, and the Astros take the lead. It's 2-1.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His second pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare, and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
Now batting, designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
Evan Gattis now standing in as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now the 1-0. It's a changeup offered at and missed. The 1-1. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Goody playing here in his age 26 season. He was taken in the 6th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
Got him.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Standing in now, Josh Reddick, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 1-0 home misses for the second ball. Now the 2-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually, a quality take.
Now the 2-1 pitch will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
The 3-1 pitch is in there for a full count now. 3-2.
Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
The 3-2 pitch. Full count still.
No, that's foul.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The center fielder, George.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go George Springer. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Changeup in for a strike.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike 1, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. A dive, but he's back. The 0-1. A fastball right over the outside corner.
2 great pitches down in the zone. Interested to see where he goes now. Does he bounce something in the dirt? Does he go elevated fastball? A lot of options at hand right now.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is a fastball down below the knees. Reddick stands at first with 1 out. And a full count to George Springer. It's 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Hit hard to the right side, but foul. So we'll see if he can straighten that out. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 8th pitch of the at-bat. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Zach McAllister takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
34, Zach McAllister.
Into the box, Alex Bregman, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready with the 0-1. And he just misses with a curveball. In prior meetings with Zach McAllister, he's 1 for 2. Neck-high fastball that time. 2 out with the man at first. Here's a look over to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. The 2-1 home is laid off of for ball number 3.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
The 3-1 pitch finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
A runner on first with 2 away. Count still full, 3-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Naquin's under it, and that retires the side. Astros get a run here courtesy of the solo homer. Get up and stretch. 2-1 Houston. Striding in, Tyler Naquin. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Here's a hard hit ball that'll be caught out there at short. And that'll take care of the leadoff man here in the home 7th. Now at the plate, Francisco Mejia. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Up next for Cleveland, center fielder, Rajai Davis.
Into the box now, Rajai Davis. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Here comes the first pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike.
Guys, I've been really impressed with him tonight. I mean, he's carving these guys up with all of his pitches.
The windup and the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. 2-out success, and that means Francisco Lindor will hit here as well. Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen. That'll end the evening for Justin Verlander. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Will Harris takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
Will Harris.
Francisco Lindor will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. Quick check on that tying run at first. Back in standing. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is over. Indians leave 1. Our score remains 2-1. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Jose Altuve.
First delivery to him on the way. Down the third baseline. Played on the backhand. In the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out.
Man, as we take another look at this in slow motion, you can see that the first baseman makes a great effort to scoop it out of the dirt. Almost had it, but it squirts out of the pocket, and the man's on board with a throwing error.
Here's Carlos Correa now. In prior meetings with Zach McAllister, he's 1 for 3. Before the first pitch, a check at first, and he'll get back in safely. First offering on its way, and a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1.
Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up.
Altuve aboard here at first with nobody out. Now a throw over to first. Don't want to forget about it. The 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. Now a throw over, just keeping him close. The set and the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
2-2 count. Here it comes, and there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
3-2 pitch. Fouled away. The 3-2 one more time. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Another full count pitch home. And, whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
Ready now, Yuli Gurriel. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
Here it comes, 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. This is on the ground over to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw to the plate. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a two-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a two-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a two-run lead, a solo homer's not gonna do too much damage.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Comes set with the 0-1. Now a little looper back up the middle, and that's going to fall. A base hit. And the run will score from second base as they open it up now 4-1.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. Here's the catcher, Brian Mccann. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. Lifetime against Andrew Miller. He's 4 for 13. He also has 1 home run. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Sliders in for a strike. The next 3-2. On the ground for Kipnis. This could be 2. There's 1 on to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
They played the matchup there, and it worked out perfectly. Ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
Evan Gattis now standing in as he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. And that's going to fall for a base hit. He'll get it into second. On to second, but he's in safely as a run will score on the play as well. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 0-1 on its way. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Brantley is under it, and that ends the inning. So 3 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and a runner left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Astros on top 5-1. And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Career numbers against Will Harris. He's 1 for 2.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Popped him up. Bregman on the move, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman.
Digging in the switch hitter, Jose Ramirez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Springer. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Edwin Encarnacion now. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
Well, late in a game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
Hit sharply on the ground. That gets through for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4 in this one.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Here's Michael Brantley. And, Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is pulled into right, but a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right field for the final out of the inning. 1 left for the Tribe. They're down here 5-1. And welcome back to our MLB Network broadcast from Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Cody Allen
Enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike 2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Now it's 2-0.
2-0 to count.
And that misses as well. 3-0. The 3-0 pitch is in there for strike one.
3 balls, 1 strike.
The 3-1 pitch. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
The second baseman, number 27,
Now in the box, Jose Altuve. Previous showdowns with Cody Allen. He comes in hitting right at a 300 clip. He's set. Here it comes. And there he goes towards second. Drilled to first. And he'll take this over to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner moves into scoring position at second.
now batting, shortstop, Carlos.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa. No hits to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Right over the middle, knee high.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Ball one. Bregman stands at second with 2 gone. One ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. So they pick up no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left on now to the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Astros 5 and the Indians 1. Hector Rondon, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. Here's Yonder Alonso. He's the one to start off the 9th inning with his guys in danger of going down 2 games to none if they can't rally. Here comes the first pitch. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
And he misses again, 2-0.
Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area.
And the 2-1. Hot shot down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses, ball one. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. The 1-0 delivery. And that one stayed too low apparently.
2-0.
2-0 pitch, a fastball inside, and he's struggling here. It's 3-0.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
3-1 the count now. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit hard down the left field line, but this will be foul. Lifted down the line in left. Gonzalez giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Digging in, Francisco Mejia. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Now, barring any late turnaround, this win would belong to Justin Verlander. Here comes the 1-0. And he falls behind now. 2-0. 2 out, nobody on. Now the 2-1 pitch. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Last strike now for Cleveland. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
Tonight's game comes to an end 5-1 the final score. The Astros get the win to take a 2-0 series lead. Justin Verlander is the winning pitcher of record. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros. 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For Cleveland, 1 run, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 49 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Progressive Field, 43,345. The Indians thank you for your continued support and remind you, please drive home safely. Thank you and good night.